Well, y'all, Joe came over to the house and I had a question. We all sitting around, you know, just sipping on something. Something. Don't matter what. Something. So I said, Joe, how did Big Daddy get the nickname Sash? Joe told me you might want to get paper and pen to write this down. Because he said, yeah, you might want to hold on to this story. I said, okay. So, as Joe requested, I wrote it down. And I'm going to read it to y'all. So, this is how Big Daddy got the nickname Sash. He said this. He said, started in the military. That's where we met Big Daddy. Your Big Daddy, our Steve. He said, we was in boot camp. One of the instructors, they called him Champ. He said, while we was doing our combat exercise, Champ decided to call Big Steve out the line. He figured he'd show him up, you know. Steve did a double, what is that? He said a double stamp. I didn't know what a double stamp is, so he said, this is what it is. He said, Champ did a slide on the ground and tried to take Big Daddy down. He said, Steve kneeled, fortified himself, and embarrassed Champ. Champ didn't like that. So what Champ decided to do was, he said, y'all too smart. Y'all don't need to be here. So he decided he would cut our combat practice short. And he sent us on survival court. Well, Joe said, and I'm going to read it as Joe gave it to me. Joe said, he said, it was me, Sam, Dewone, and Steve. We was told to live off the land. At the end of 2 weeks, they would be back to see who stand. Most of the taxes we learned, I can't tell. But you will feel like you just went to hell. Joe said upon that third day of rations, the one said that he feel like he need a little passion. So he went and hugged a tree. Next thing we heard was the one yell, not scream. Came back and said he saw a beast. Big Steve stood up to his feet, scoured the area with his hawk eyes, made a grunt and said, it's time for some fun. Steve took off through the woods. We kept up the best we could. The next thing that happened, it happened real fast. Big Steve was standing in front of a sasquatch. There he stood, 6'4", 345 pounds, toe to toe. Sasquatch looked at him straight in the eyes, as if to say, who is this guy? Steve didn't flinch, didn't even back down. Joe said Sash made a noise and ran like he was getting out of town. We laid down and got us some sleep and woke up the next morning and found a bunch of sashes around our feet. Steve stood up and they kneeled on one knee. I woke and I said, what the heck? They brought a buck, a limb of bananas, and a roasted monkey with a key around his neck. All of this, they gave to him. They gave this to Steve. Part of an initiation. They saw him as kin. Well, all the Sashes hung around till night. Survival was good. It was best. That was the best we ever had. Dewone said, I ain't eating no damn monkey who has a key around his neck. Sam said, hell, I'll try it. And that's how he got hooked on monkey meat. He don't collect rabbits, only monkey feet. Big Steve took the key off the roasted monkey neck. Damn, that's good, Sam yelled. Who would have thought food is good in hell? At 0100, we made it to town. Dewone put on his charm to this woman, and she said, I'll get it for you if you can handle the tequila with the worm. Dewone went for the bottle. Big Steve grabbed it instead, drank Dewone's portion, and ate the worm, and told her, now it's your turn. She went to speak in Spanish. Steve did too. Told her to give it up to Dewone or give it to the mule. Steve didn't flinch. She grabbed Dewone by the hand. Next day when we saw Dewone, he was saying he felt like a new man. Now Steve went home on furlough like we all did, with the key around his neck. Saw his mama, and she asked him, where did you get that key? And she gave him a peck. He told her the story, the entire story. She said, that's my key. Yomi say, well, glory. Mama got pregnant on her survival trip. Had triplets and said, she said, but I didn't holler. She said, I knew you would meet your dad one day. Take your brothers to meet the family. Yomi strips to a thong. Then he starts to dance. Benji played pro football, made investments, and now he's rich. Big Daddy Steve, he's the one. He's more like the pit bull of the bunch. Now, let me tell y'all something. After I've read what I was told, I got one thing to say. Big Daddy Mama is a freak. And I ain't mad at her. Hey, she deserves 7 snaps on that baby and a bow. I hope y'all like this. This is another Big Daddy presentation. And I look forward to coming back doing another one just for you.